After an Iowa car accident, you're probably dealing with pain, medical appointments, car repairs or replacement, and a flood of calls from insurance companies. But there's probably one big question on your mind. How does the settlement process actually work? And why does it seem to take so much longer than you'd expect? I'm attorney Tim Semmelroth of RSH Legal. I've been helping people get fair injury settlements in Iowa for over 27 years. If you or someone you love has been injured and wants a free consultation with an attorney you can trust, call me at 319-895-1847. In this video, I will walk you through exactly what happens during the settlement process, and I will share the insider secrets about why some cases settle quickly while others drag on for years. The days right after your accident become a whirlwind of activity that can feel totally overwhelming. You're trying to get the medical care you really need while finding the right doctors and therapists who can help you with your recovery. At the same time, you're dealing with getting your car repaired, or if it's totaled, starting the stressful process of shopping for a replacement vehicle while you're injured and in pain. But here's when it gets really tough. You start getting a steady stream of calls, emails, letters from several different insurance companies. Your health insurance company wants information. Your auto insurance company is asking questions. The other driver's insurance company is calling with offers of quick settlement that sound too good to be true, because they usually are. During all of this chaos, you're trying to figure out basic questions. How will you get your medical bills paid? How much time will you need to miss from work? How will you pay your regular bills while you're unable to work? Most importantly, what can you say or sign with these insurance companies without accidentally hurting your claim? The stress and uncertainty can be overwhelming, especially when you're trying to focus on healing from your injuries. Here's what insurance companies don't want you to know. The first and most important step you can take towards a fair settlement is talking with an experienced Iowa personal injury attorney right away. Why is this so important? An experienced attorney has helped hundreds, if not thousands of clients through this exact process before. They can start dealing with the insurance companies for you, which means you no longer have to take those stressful phone calls. This lets you focus completely on what matters the most: your recovery and healing. But perhaps just as importantly, your attorney can begin the key process of gathering all the paperwork necessary to build a strong case and get the best possible settlement for you. We have to talk about the reality of the settlement timeline that you're on. It starts with the fact that shocks most accident victims. The insurance company for the other driver typically won't pay you for your medical expenses, lost wages, or pain and suffering until they can write one check and be done with you forever. So what does this mean for you? Settlement talks cannot typically begin until you have complete records of all your losses. This includes every medical bill, all lost income paperwork, and proof of how the accident has affected every part of your life. If you try to rush this process and push for a settlement offer without having complete records, you're almost guaranteed to receive a lowball offer that won't fairly pay you for your injuries. So what is an attorney's role in the settlement process? First, they handle talking with all the insurance companies, protecting you from saying something that could be used against you later. Second, they make sure that you're getting the right medical treatment by connecting you with good healthcare providers who understand accident-related injuries. Third, they carefully gather paperwork along the way, building a complete case that shows the full impact of your injuries. Now, when you finally reach what is called maximum medical improvement, meaning you're either 100% healed or your doctors have told you that you're as good as you're going to get, your attorney does a thorough review of your case. This review process often means consulting with medical experts who can record your future medical needs or calculate any future income that you might lose due to your injuries. Only after this complete review is done can your attorney make a detailed settlement demand to the insurance company. The question I hear most often is, how long will this process take? The honest answer is the biggest factor in deciding your settlement timeline is how long it takes for you to fully recover from your crash-related injuries. However, here is a general timeline based upon case difficulty. For simple cases, if you have minor injuries and clear fault on the other driver, they've received a ticket, they paid the ticket, it's obvious who's to blame, there is the potential to settle within 1 to 3 months after you finish treating. For moderate cases with extended medical treatment, it can often take 2 to 12 months to settle. This extended timeline is necessary because of the additional medical paperwork that is required to secure a fair settlement offer from the insurance company. For complex cases with severe injury or death, or situations where a lawsuit must be filed because the pre-lawsuit settlement negotiation isn't possible. Now that can take anywhere from 1 to 3 years to resolve. The timeline depends upon what issues are being argued, whether it's figuring out who's at fault for the accident or whether injuries will lead to permanent, ongoing harm. There are 3 main factors that explain why the settlement process often takes longer than accident victims think it will. 1, complete recovery records. Your attorney cannot correctly calculate damages until you finish treatment or reach maximum medical improvement. Rushing this process almost always results in lower payment. 2, insurance company delays. Remember, insurance companies control the money. All you and your attorney can do is provide a fully documented settlement demand as quickly as possible, then wait for their response. The only hammer that you have in this situation is to file a lawsuit. That, of course, leads to number 3, the court system involvement. If your case cannot be settled before the time limit expires, the court system becomes involved. Now, when courts are understaffed or overwhelmed, it can add a lot of time to get a case to trial. Now, are there any other factors that can slow down the settlement process? Yes, things like disputed liability. If the other driver denies fault or claims that you're partially responsible for the accident, this can really impact your potential settlement amount. Disputed blame often requires additional investigation, expert witnesses, and frequently leads to filing a lawsuit. Witness and evidence complications. Cases requiring multiple witnesses or expert witnesses take additional time. Delays occur when the witnesses are hard to reach, slow to respond, or when it takes time to find and hire the right expert witness for your specific case. And medical recovery complexity. As I've mentioned before, your attorney cannot effectively settle your case until they understand the full scope of your injuries and future care needs. Rushing this process creates a serious danger that you'll receive a settlement offer that doesn't cover all of your future medical expenses and future needs. While some of these factors remain outside your control, you can take 3 smart steps to avoid delays and keep your claim moving forward. 1, hire the right attorney early. The sooner you hire an experienced personal injury attorney, the sooner they can start dealing with the insurance companies, building your case, and pushing the process forward smoothly. 2, start evidence collection immediately. Your attorney should begin collecting police reports, witness statements, medical records, and photos of your injury as soon as possible. 3, follow your treatment plan religiously. Skipping appointments or stopping treatment too soon weakens your claim, slows your recovery, and ultimately delays settlement talks. Insurance companies look carefully at your medical records for any gaps in treatment. Now, understanding the settlement process helps you make smart decisions. But remember this key point: every case moves at its own pace based upon its own unique circumstances. The most important thing that you can do is avoid the common mistakes that can permanently damage your claim or result in an unfair settlement offer. Don't let insurance companies pressure you into quick decisions that benefit them at your expense. Don't sign documents without fully understanding their meaning. Don't accept settlement offers before you understand the complete impact of your injuries. The settlement process may seem confusing, but with the right attorney guiding you through each step, you can focus on your recovery while making sure that you are going to receive fair payment for everything you've been through. If you or a loved one has been injured here in Iowa and would like to set up a free consultation with an experienced attorney who will fight for what you deserve, please call us today at 319-895-1847. Our conversation will be private, it costs you nothing, and it can help you understand exactly what to expect during your settlement process while protecting your rights every step of the way. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to this channel and make sure you watch this next video.